believe it is. What in the... Welcome back to another hiking adventure. Today I'm going to hike the Great Brook Trail. It's near Pawtuckaway State Park. This trail has been on my radar for a while, and I'm excited to finally do it. I believe there are quite a few interesting features along the trail. Looks like it is blazed in pink. Kind of a rare trail blaze color. Well, here's a fun new trail game. Will there be any maps inside the mailbox? Place your bets. Survey says... Oh, there's a log. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, no maps, but a log. And it does look like we may be coming up to a pretty interesting view over maybe a pond. So let's get up there and check that out. And we have come out to a bench, and with a bench, as you could probably imagine, a beautiful view over the pond. There's a nice cluster of boulders, or a pair of boulders, maybe one boulder. I don't know, yeah, probably two boulders there, but the trail does continue down that way. This trail is very well blazed, by the way, those pink blazes. Very easy to follow. And we have our first encounter with the Great Brook itself. As expected, it is just a trickle. But there is some water. There was a chance there wouldn't be any water in it. So we have a nice outcrop in here. And the brook, which we are now hiking right along. And there is a very nice big outcropping right along the brook. We got a bridge here. It's trying to form a gorge. We have half of a gorge here. Just need another big outcropping on this side to get a nice gorge. But very, very nice. Very nice trickle. And Pawtuckaway is the land of the big boulders, and we are near Pawtuckaway. And here is a very nice looking granite ledge here, made by this big boulder. That is certainly a good one, and this one is definitely going to be our boulder of the hike. That is an impressive boulder of the hike right there. Probably our biggest non-Pawtuckaway boulder of the hike that we have ever done. That is certainly a good one right there. That's a good 20 feet right there. Alright, so the pink trail continues that way, but there was this little side trail that caught my eye. And coming around here, we have a sign with a couple of features. So the vernal pool will not be a pool right now here in dry summer, middle of August. But this granite dome is pretty intriguing. It looks like it's blazed in yellow. So let's head off this way, see what's going on with that. Alright, the G dome and the V pool. Off that way. There is another trail this way. It looks like blazed in orange, says loop to the V pool. But since the G dome is going to be our primary feature here, we're going to head off this way, continue on the yellow trail. And I think we've done it. We're coming up to it. The G dome right off this way. So let's get up there. Alright, so I'm still following the yellow trail. We're headed up now. Maybe to the top of the G dome. I don't know what the G dome exactly is. I don't even know what I'm really supposed to be looking for. It's I'd assume something to do with boulders and, well, granite. But we'll keep going up to the top of this nub here, and maybe this will present us with the G dome. Alright, so I'm thinking this is probably the G-Dome. Feel like we're on the top of a big granite dome, wouldn't you think? I think so. There is a posted sign right there, so can't imagine the trail goes any further. But I bet you this is the G-Dome. We are standing on top of the G-Dome. So there you go. Always a good time. Alright, and looking ahead, I don't see any more yellow blazes, and like I said, there's a posted sign right there, so this has to be the G-Dome here. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way back to the pink trail now. So that yellow trail right there, I have returned to the Great Brook Trail. So we have completed our little side quest there, and we will continue our exploration of the Great Brook Trail now as we go into the pines. And there is the Great Brook Trail, or the Great Brook along the trail. But the brook is starting to form a gorge here. In this area, you can see the steep walls. As it continues down, the trail is off that way. So we will continue following the brook and the trail. All right, a nice bridge here over the, nice bouncy bridge here over the brook. Again, there it is. Again, not a whole lot to look at with the brook at just barely a trickle. And we have another very nice outcropping here. Do love outcroppings. Pretty sure I said that already, but it still rings true as we continue through this hike. And we do have a pretty impressive beaver dam here on the Great Brook, which comes down that way. And is that another much larger beaver dam in there that's all overgrown? Might be kind of a hard thing to see on the camera, but it does look like we have another larger dam up here. I believe it is. What in the... Oh, we just had a bird. Some kind of bird flap into the water. Woo! That was exciting. Wow. It was definitely a bird. It sounded like flapping wings there. Duck or something. Did you hear me gasp? I'm sure you did. I don't know where it went. I can just see the ripples, but that was... Oh, that was exciting. And here's another look out this beautiful wetland. Just listen for a... No, we got toad, something down there. All right. Anyway, just listen for a minute. And we have come up to a parking area and a dirt road, which means we have officially completed the Great Brook Trail. Here's the kiosk from this side. Take a look. That is the side we're on now. See the trail, and we started here on the Harvey Road side. So, I was excited. This trail has been on my radar for a while, and I was excited to get out and do it. And it was a very cool trail, a lot of features to see. So I have to hike the length of the trail again back to the other side. So I'm going to sign it off here. If something completely earth-shattering happens on the hike back, you will see it. But other than that, I hope that you enjoyed this hiking adventure. Thank you for watching.